Hello, good Saturday afternoon to the good people. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for popping in. I greatly appreciate you so much. Come on in, hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. Make sure your notification bell is turned on so you know each and every time that I go live. And if you are catching this on the replay, welcome and thank you so much for that. Also, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, become a member if you're catching this on the replay as well. $2.99. They help a girl out. Greatly appreciate you so much. Um, yeah, you can do all of that. You know, it's up there if you're going doing the replay. But y'all know we got this little 10-minute mark, so I will be right back. Child, let me get in here. Let me get on up in here because y'all, it's looking like we're about to get a major thunderstorm. I love the rain, but that thunder and that sharp lightning, child, I go for cover on that. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for popping in. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. Hey, Miss Maria, my mod, welcome. Thank you so much for all that you do. I greatly appreciate you. Miss Sexy Diva, don't see her, and Miss Denise, my mods. Thank y'all, thank y'all. To the members, appreciate y'all so much, and to everybody that pops in and join the live. Also, I appreciate y'all as well. Thank y'all so much for what y'all do. Miss Maria says, good evening, squad. It's a G thing. Join the live, catch the vibe, tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8, and share and join the squad for $2.99. Enjoy. Y'all, for some reason, every time I get ready to go live, my throat get itching and stuff. Like, ooh, child, this pollen been whooping my behind all day. My eyes been hurting. And all of that. But I'm still here, y'all. Let's see here. Miss Maria says house rules, no CC's names, initials only. Use nicknames for the strike happy, be creative spelling, for use creative spelling for cursing. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respectful discourse only. All is alleged. Thank you so much for that, Miss Maria. Appreciate you. Miss Faith says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Miss Faith. How are you today, this afternoon? Miss Maria says, Faith, how your Saturday been? Yes. Hey, Miss Donna. She says, hey, y'all. Miss Elisa says, hello, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Miss Maria says, at Donna, Alicia, hey, friends, how y'all doing? I am my Whitney Williams voice. Yes, child. Miss Alicia says, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, please. Yes, thank you. Miss Donna says, hello, Maria. Hey, Miss Shira. She says, hello, everyone. Seattle is back. Thank you so much for always coming through, Miss Seattle. Appreciate you so much. Miss Faye says, I could not find mail new page. It was easy to find. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Miss Maria says, and Miss Shira, hey friend. TJ's Queen, she says, hi guys. Hey, welcome. How are you this afternoon? Y'all come on in, hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. And if you're not a member, please, please, please help a girl out. It's only $2.99. Your love and support is always greatly appreciated. Whatever y'all would like to do, give out memberships, super emojis, super chat, cash app, all of that stuff, y'all. It helps out not only myself, but whoever the CCs you're listening to. Greatly appreciate y'all so much. But I said, let me just jump on up in here, y'all. I ain't got time to be waiting for no 10-minute mark on this afternoon because child, the wind is picking up. A little taste of rain going on. Look like that ugly cloud, child. I said, man, I'm about to get caught up here. But child, I just got this little taste of information. He's sitting there here looking like a whole clown. Up here on my phone, child. Let me tell y'all what old Donald Trump, the orange man, is trying to tell the good people, child. Donald Trump says he's considering an executive order to alter immigration crackdown aimed at labor shortage concerns. Um, he says despite an ongoing crackdown on illegal immigration, Donald Trump has shared upcoming plans to make some changes to the ongoing ICE raids. While addressing reporters during a White House press conference on Thursday, June the 12th, the president reveals he's looking to sign a new executive order. This one will prevent certain undocumented immigrants from being deported amid growing concerns about the current ICE raids that are reportedly leading to labor shortages. It says industries are particularly affected are farming and hospitality. Here's the lowdown. Trump vows to limit immigration crackdown over labor shortage fears. Child says Trump has admitted that his administration's immigration crackdown is causing some serious issues. At a White House press conference, he openly shared how ICE raids are leaving farmers in a panic. Our farmers are being hurt badly, he said, pointing out that some undocumented workers have been working in their fields for over 20 years. They're not citizens, but there turned out to be great. He added, signaling an urgent policy shift. Child, I cannot. Trump's primary concern is that if these long time workers get deported, industries might have to hire criminals or murderers to take their place. He promised a new executive order is coming pretty soon to use common sense and protect workers in farming and hospitality. We can't take farmers and take all their people and send them back, he said. Child, you just realizing that there, President Trump, that's y'all president. I'm tired of him. Wait a minute. He says ice raids in California farms spark chaos and arrest. Trump comments come amid a string of raids taking place in Nebraska and California this week. According to the New York Post, agents have been storming farms and plants to arrest undocumented workers left and right. On Tuesday, May 10th, a footage from Ventura County showed ICE agents chasing down a male field worker in the middle of a field. While he tried to run away, two agents caught up with him and immediately placed him in handcuffs. Per the publication, he was one of dozens arrested that day. Child, I tell you what, what y'all think about that right there, child? I tell you, I was about to wonder myself because, I had put up here on a good YouTuber that, well, not YouTuber, but my footage up there that, what's the man name? Simon is reaching out to the good president because he had something to let him know. He wanted to tell him something, child. You know what he went through up in there, child. I cannot. Miss TJ's Queen says hi, guys. Maria says TJ's Queen, hey friend. Maria says it busted out raining really hard earlier today, child. Big old hard raindrops. No thunder or lightning though, child. Let me get through this live right here, good people. Maria says that orange is a whole clown. They told him these ice raised labor shortages would collapse the farming industry. In my opinion, he can't have it both ways. Child, he wanted all kinds of ways. I tell you that. Miss Maria says that Antonio, she says, hey friend, where you been? Yes. Welcome. Thank you so much for popping in, child. But yeah, that's what the president is looking forward to doing, child. But let me tell y'all, because, see, I didn't know if he had Simon was supposed to be reaching out to him to let him know about his experience while he was up in there for those months, y'all. It said that Simon sends Trump a letter letting him know about the facility that he was at. He was sent to a facility. It was 2 hours outside of Atlanta. He spoke of you have to be strong in that facility. Like that's Simon said that he would not fight to get back into America. He said, but if given the opportunity, he would come back, the legal way, y'all, without sneaking in. Simon said that he was isolated from the other people, child. And Simon also wanted the president to know that he said that the food was terrible and the facility was overcrowded. He said that the people that is being held gets no real updates about their cases. He said while he was there, he received information. It was like 2 weeks before he actually was up getting ready to leave the place. Before being released, sounds like Simon wants to sit down with the president, child, of the United States. And what about President Trump being the president that he is, child? He probably sit down and listen to what Simon got to say and his experience up in there. Do y'all think it's a good idea? I really think it's a good idea for them to share their experiences of how the facility is, and I mean, as far as the food goes, Simon, you ain't at Longhorns, baby. They ain't about to give you no Longhorns. They not finna do that. They're not about to give you no McDonald's and none of that kind of stuff like that shit. I don't know if you want to bring that food part up, but the way the facility is and the overcrowdedness and all of that stuff. I mean, go ahead on and mention all of that to them. But the food, baby, they not about to take you to Chili's, Longhorn, Outback, Red Lobster, garlic biscuit. They're not about to do all of that for y'all. Cut that mess out. Hey, Miss Helen. She says, "Hi, G Squad in chat. Hey, girl. Hey, happy Saturday to you." Um, um, Miss Face says, "Yes, talk to that fool." Miss Helen says, "Hi, Maria." Maria says, "Gives." Oh, child, I cannot. You don't care, Miss Maria? Well, I'm not gonna say I don't care because I don't know, y'all. The people just been coming over for the longest time, and I get that part about the farming. You know, people are still farming, so they need the people to help get the crops and stuff in. So, child, I don't know how this about to turn out here, child. It's like anything else. It be hot on the press for a minute and then it'll die right on down. And the people gonna keep on doing what they do, child. The people come up over here and make all that money, child. Cause y'all know them Hispanic people, child. It's about 15 in the house. Child, they pushing Benz, BMWs, and everything else, child. And all of these people in one house, but they know how to get along and they go do their job, go to work, and come back and repeat every day, if they have to. Them people don't mind working 6-7 days or whatever, child. They say got to do what they got to do, child. It is what it is. And on top of that, not only that, they getting all these here EPT, child, and the WIC and child. They just bring them over here and get everything they can get, child. They don't be asking them people a whole lot of questions. Miss Helen says they want the blacks to farm their land. Child, they trying to get them back in the field. I buy, more, Miss Helen, you about right. Miss Patricia T says, "Hey y'all, hey Miss Patricia, welcome, beautiful. Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate you so much." Maria says, "I don't care about Simon's complaint. He put himself in that position by continually sneaking in the U.S. Child, he got a little taste of the U.S. child and the U.S. women's child. He said, 'Oh boy, am I at a party? What is really going on?' Simon was like, child, I'm not about to be trying to go back over there. I mean, the people were saying that, Simon has all this money, so he should be living pretty good. Maybe he just want a different taste of the women, to see if there's a difference. I don't know what Simon was thinking." Miss Helen says, "Hi, Patricia T." But yeah, that's what Simon got to get off his chest, child. He got something to get off his chest. But he said he wanted the people to know that he's not mad at the president, for and the people coming and pick him up and all that kind of stuff. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Poor Simon and poor president. And he also, child, he wanted the people to know that him and President Trump are both Gemini's, child. What y'all think? What he trying to tell us about that part? We really don't care. Who gives a honey who about y'all being whatever? I mean, sound like to me one just as crazy as the other, child. But I hope y'all have been having a good Saturday. As far as I did go over there and on the Facebook, child, you just type in Mel's name and Melody Cherie fan page, I think it is. And it just pops up. It just popped up for me. They would ask like a question or two. I'm sure that they doing that and because y'all know all the crazy foolery that's on the YouTube street, child, that be going over there. And a lot of people are probably going to make them fake pages and all that stuff. The haters, child, they're going to find a way to get in there to say whatever they trying to say or try to whatever. But they said that Jay Taylor is over that her SAB fan page up over there on the Facebook, child. So it was very easily to find. So they said it's growing. And like I said, it's only like one or two questions, I think. One of the questions was, have you ever ordered SAB? And I forgot that other question, but that was like the first question. That's up over there. And you once you have to be approved to be a part of the fan page. So yes, so it'll say pending. after you put that in, it's gonna let you know that it's pending and all of that. So I don't see a problem with that because these people are crazy, child. The people on the YouTube street, child, they ain't got nobody sense. Um, I um, I'll go back and get it in just a few minutes. So when you put in Melody Cherie fan page, it didn't pop up, Miss Faith. Where am I at? Where is Facebook? Mm, 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 mm. It's trying to come up. Um, it says Seventh Avenue Beauty by Melody, but it popped up for me when I put her name in there. So I'll send it to you. But yeah, Miss Maria says it brought up a bunch of pages when I tried. No, and that one had Seventh Avenue up there on it too. Yeah. Yeah, it has so far 945 members. Let me see. This thing is moving slow. And it says 7th Avenue Beauty. It says, "Hey Gloria, welcome to 7th Avenue Beauty by Melody Cherie official squad group." It says, "Welcome to the squad. We're so excited to have you here. This is a space for positivity, support, and good vibes. We are here to help you with your beauty, skin, and body transforming journey. Just know that we got you." Sean, okay. And it's got Melody Administration. And then it goes to the next. But I look back up over there and I send it to you, y'all. I initially put in the Melody Cherie fan page. Well, try 7th Avenue Beauty, but I didn't have to put that in. But you can try that part right there, Miss Maria. But if y'all don't get it, I'll send it to you. Um, but yeah, I gotta try to get through this live because it's about to be a storm here. But let's see here. Yeah, it says private groups got 944 members, but yeah. But what else I was getting ready to say? Is there anybody else in here that can't find it? Because I don't see the link. I just saw where I just put in her name and it just popped up and I just tapped on it. As far as me having a link, I'm still here. I'm trying to send it to you, Miss Faith. I'm gonna have to go back and find your real name. Miss Faith says when you put in 7th Avenue Beauty, a lot of stuff pop up, but it's giving me the option to invite friends. So I'm gonna have to go back, Miss Faith, and get your Facebook name, and I'll send it. I'll send it to you that way. Cause I got a long list of people that I can send it to, and right offhand, yeah, I'll do it. But yeah. So yeah, y'all, that's what Simon was talking about. That right there, he got a little word, just a little taste of information for the president, and we're gonna see how this here ends for good old Simon here. But got distracted here. Yeah. Yeah, so we're trying to help Mel get the word out over there on that Facebook fan page, and all the positivity and stuff like that. But I guess that there's nothing wrong with being cautious because of the way that these YouTube folks is and how dark it can be and how crazy the people can be. So yeah, that's it. That's all. But let's see what else. Child, we got Kim and Cole. Child, what is they about to be doing here? Lord, they say that Miss Patricia says it's Simon back on IG. Child, I don't know, Miss Patricia, but Goombody got interview coming up, child, and I know the internet streets is gonna be waiting, child, for this here interview. I forgot that lady's name that he's doing that interview with, but I think he knows her. Um, but yeah, he's got an interview coming up. Miss Faith says it's raining here, been raining here for the last 2 hours, child. We ain't got it the last 2 hours, but when I get off here, I'll be ready to probably lay down and go to sleep, child, because my eyes been bothering me with that pollen and stuff. So I'm glad we getting some rain. Hope it helps. Miss TJ's Queen says Sam by Melody Cherie official squad group. Put that in, y'all. See if it pop up that way for you. Did you already been over there, Miss TJ's Queen? Child, I tell y'all, when y'all dealing with this internet stuff, child, it be all might work for you, might not work for me, and all kinds of stuff. So, see if you can put that in, Miss Maria, right quick. If not, I'm gonna send it to you anyway. But I can't. It's not letting me get it for you right now. Um, Miss TJ's Queen said when she put that in there, y'all, that it popped up. Salve by Melody Cherie official squad group. So y'all let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, but so shout out to Jay, but he's gonna be monitoring the page, y'all. I tell the good folks out here, the haters gonna hate, but don't go over there. I can a whole crazy fool because he probably gonna get rid of you. I'm just trying to tell the people. I'm just trying to warn the people. Don't go over yonder to them people's pages acting up. Go over there for what the page is set up for. That's it. That's all. Let me see. Yeah, Kim and Croy, child. They said Kim and Croy was support child, I believe they said this is the third filing, child. Well, anyway, they have taken it off the table, child. I said, Lord have mercy, but Kim is trying to say something on the level of, Croy is, might be sick or something. Y'all know how these people that plays the sports and whatever, them injuries can, later on down the road catch up with them, head injuries and, the bad knees and all kinds of stuff happens whenever people are doing them sports and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of times people don't even really be looking at it that way. They just be thinking about playing the sports and getting that bag, child. They don't be looking at the lasting effect that it can have on a person, brains and all of that, boxing and all of that. You right instead of getting them blows to the head, child. You can't get but so many. I'm trying to tell you. That worked. I was already following. Okay, Miss Maria. Thank you, Miss Faith. Did it work for you? So yeah, that's it over there, child. That's it. That's mail page. So y'all just go on over there and put in there SAB by Melody Cherie, official squad group. That is it right there. Lord, Miss Faye, what you got going on with Facebook? Child. I'm gonna have to just invite you because I don't know. Um But yeah, Troy and Kim, child, they said they done took the divorce off the table again, child, because that girl thinking, he's sick and he might not be here too much longer, child. And I guess Kim said, I'm not about to let nobody else slide up in here on Croy and possibly get some stuff that belongs to me. So Kim and Croy, child, I don't know if they're gonna try to make it, but they can't force it or whatever, child. But yeah, the divorce has been taken off the table again. But they did say that she's supposed to be going on to some reality TV show for Kim to get herself together. Miss Maria says that airhead trying to say Croy has a CTE. all of that right there. Hey, Miss Maria, she must not be trying to say it. It must be a little taste of truth to it, because for Troy to take her back and take that divorce up off the table, I'm just saying to the people, child, Troy, I don't know who put it on who. What did Troy put it on Kim, or did Kim put it on Troy? I'm just trying to ask the people, child. I don't know, child, but there's a hot mess. They need to go somewhere and sit down. You're gonna be together, or you're not gonna be together. Miss Maria says she needs to be going into therapy. Sound like the both of them need a little taste of therapy, if you ask me, Miss Maria. Miss TJ's Queen says she's looking for a bag. Child, I'm trying to tell you, she's trying to figure out how much longer. If this is the case, the CTE, how long will he be around, child? I'm just trying to ask the people. No, no, Croy, we're not about to get no divorce, because I need to take care of you, child. She probably got all kinds of little stuff that she's telling him right about now. But she did say something about she be a little worried whenever the kids would go over there to be with him by themselves or whatever, child. I don't know, child. So, child, no, let me tell y'all, they might as well go ahead and get back together. He paying rent, she paying rent, they paying. I mean, come on now. But y'all still want to be together. I mean, what y'all doing? What you really gonna do? Stop confusing these kids. They're gonna need some therapy. They've been needing some therapy dealing with you two. Cut that mess out. Miss Maria says that TJ's Queens, her daughter said she was trying to get money from her. Child, she said that Croy and Kim has spent all the little taste of money, child. And child, to my she didn't even know they was spending the baby said she didn't even know they was spending her money like that. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Child, don't be putting folk name on your bank account. That's all I know to tell you. I hope she's learned a good lesson, child, from all of this right here. Kim, go sit down somewhere and get your own bag, make your own money, and leave them people alone. Miss Maria says if Croy had CTE, she better stop aggravating him before he snaps off. Ooh, child. Miss TJ's Queen says, I heard that child not Croy about to pop on. He ain't gonna pop on. He ain't gonna pop off on, is it, Miss Maria? Child, Kim is seeing dollar signs right now, child. Kim ain't thinking about what the people saying. Kim said to do us apart, child. She said, I'm gonna be right there with my husband, I guess. Thank you, Miss Maria. Kim said, I'm not about to be moving, child. That's it. That's all. She ain't going nowhere. But I don't know where this is leading at for them, child. What they got going on. And if it's gonna work for them, child, I don't know. Really don't even care. But it was a little taste of news to talk about. Thank you so much, Miss Maria. Miss Maria has gifted a membership. Thank you. I appreciate you always for your love and support. Thank you so much for that. I'm over here on another page. Miss Faith, please don't let me forget to send you that. I'm all over the place right here with these gadgets. I got going on up over here. What the hell? Patricia T says you have to put in 7th Avenue Beauty by Melody Cherie. Miss Helen says poor Croy. Miss Maria says at peace, love, and light. Welcome to the squad. Thank you for that, Miss Maria. Child, I got a lot going on over here on this phone. Ooh, I cannot with these here good people. At G, that's 5. Thank you so much, Miss Maria. I greatly appreciate your help with that. Thank you so much. Yeah, child, I don't know. I just want Croy to go get him some help that he needs. If he's sick, go on over there to the doctor. Go ahead and you and Kim both just shut up and let that girl drive you over there to the hospital, wherever you need to go now. Be done with it. That's it. That's all. I'm just trying to tell the people. But y'all, I seen a little taste where Ralph was down there in the basement. Was he having a celebration party? Was Ralph down there trying to have a celebration party? Child, I listened to that little taste of. I said, is Martell Ho in there? Martell Ho. Because y'all know the people, they said the people been dragging him for filth all over the internet, child. I was trying to do as hard as I could, y'all. I said, where is Martell Ho? Birds of a feather flock together. Child, I said, I cannot with it. Child, I told y'all that earlier today, these dudes act like little girls. They throwing tantrums and having a fit because they can't have their way. If it's good for you, it's good for me. I'm just saying. Really. Miss Maria says that Healing, what you eating, sis? Yeah, I know Miss Healing done been up in the kitchen, child. She been over there in the kitchen probably today. I ain't no telling what she done whipped up, but she probably done whipped up something. Miss Healing says, Maria, hamburger, steak, green beans, loaded, a baked I'm about to call Wanda. I'm about to call Wanda on you because you down here trying to play with her about her potatoes. Loaded baked potatoes and garlic bread. I'm gonna reach out to her. I'm gonna let her know. You up here trying to put her out of business, Miss Healing. Why is you messing with that lady? And you talking about some loaded baked potato and garlic bread. I had me a baked potato today as well, but it did not come from over there on that side of town. Miss Maria said sounds yummy. Yeah, but it didn't come from that side of the town, y'all. Um, I had stopped over there. Where I get that? I was on that side, Longhorn. I got me just a baked potato from there. It was really good too. And I had some broccoli and cheese for today. That's about really all I had. I don't be eating all that food like that. I eat enough to take my medicine and kill the hunger pains. That's about all I can do. Miss Maria says, child, the landfill could put out of business. See, don't be doing that. How that lady getting all up in her feelings. She already in her feelings bad enough now. Don't keep messing with her and her daggone potatoes. If she quit coming out when the people tell her to come out and quit acting the monkey and get serious about her life, it's not too late. And if you want to do your potatoes, do your potatoes. You said the people down there invest some like your food and stuff, child. Gather yourself and go down there and do your business. Ooh, she said, what lady? And stop letting them people trick you to come out here on this internet and act a whole fool on the you good YouTube to Beyonce streets, child. I'm just trying to tell you, cut that mess out. Stop doing that. I said, Lord, I cannot with her. I cannot, child. I just cannot. But yeah, y'all, they said raffle down there, I don't know if it was a sorrow party or a little gathering. I ain't gonna say a party, but that little taste of a gathering, child. He had a couple more down in the basement, child. I said, Lord, he be taking everybody down in the basement. But you know what? I really think Ralph and Drew is good for each other. They both tell lies and untrustworthy people, and they do what they got to do to get what they need done or whatever, child. I don't know. It's they. All I know to say on that, if they like it, I love it. I ain't about to be going. I'm not about to be going back and forth with them about that. Miss Maria, stop messing with that there. The food truck lady. Then I'm just gonna say the food truck lady. How about that? I ain't gonna be saying you see you don't call me out. Miss Healing to my not lies, Miss Healing, that's they do. That girl be telling lies with a straight face. You be like, there's no way in the world she up here telling the lies to the people. No. She sounds so convincing. Miss Maria says it was a scorned ninjas, a support group. I cannot with you. Not the scorned ninjas. She said scorned ninjas. Yeah, man. What's up, dude? Man, ain't nothing going on, man. You know how it is, man. These old women, man, they just as crazy as they can be. They want this, they want that, then they ain't gonna. Man, I cannot, man. Yo, man, how much longer you got for y'all get a divorce? Man, one minute she want a divorce, next minute she don't want a divorce. She got me so confused, man. I don't know whether I'm going or coming some days. I mean, I'm about sick of her, though. I don't know what's gonna happen. Was it that type of party, Miss Marie? It wasn't that type of fellowship. Let's call it a fellowship, child, because that's what they had. He had a turn, Ralph had a turn, then the other brother had a turn. Child, Martell Hope, was you down there trying to get a turn? Only thing I want you to do is turn yourself into this courthouse coming up this week, because I'm sick of you. Now, playing with the people. Here we is in the month of June. Nobody ain't tell me it was gonna be the end of June. Child, I've been waiting just as patiently as I can, child. I need to see something this week. I am going to need to see something hit the streets to let us know that Martell Hope, the one that wanted this here jury appears, is in court. That's all I want. That's all I want for Christmas in the month of June. That's it. That's all. Miss Helen says Drew is pathetic, letting him drag her like that. Child. Miss Healing, sometimes females are so freaking catty, y'all. We are catty. I'm gonna put myself into it too, but I don't have time to be catty. But I'm just speaking females in general. Child, she probably at the point she don't want it, but she don't want nobody else to have him. Same thing with him. He don't want her, and he don't want nobody else to have her. Hey, Miss Carla, how are you? Welcome. Miss Maria says, "Hi, my name is Ralph, and I've been scorned. Hi, Ralph. Tell us your story." I cannot with you, Miss Maria. Get over there to the corner. I cannot with you. I'm not about to be fooling with Miss Maria in here. Child, let me read that again for the good people up in here. Okay, y'all, here we go. Hi, my name is Ralph, and I've been scorned. Hi, Ralph. Tell us your story. Girl, I cannot. Oh my God, I cannot. She said I refuse. She said she not about to go to the corner either, child. Poor Ralph. Well, if he can hold a meeting of that sort in his basement, and if he can get a little taste of healing, child, let's let Ralph get just a little taste of healing. And and hopefully, y'all, they just get themselves together. I just want these. Child, I cannot with these people. I don't know if they're going to come, and child, I just do not. But child, they tell me that Ashanti and Nelly has their little trailer has dropped, but the people is dragging Nelly as well. I said, what in the world is really going on? Child, they call it Nelly, cheater, picanita, child. They said that's all Nelly be doing out there is cheat. Well, I love to see Nelly and Ashanti together. They's the cutest little couple to me. But child, when you be having the babies and the body be going through all of these kind of changes and stuff, the people trying to let us know that, Nelly ain't about to be the one that's just gonna be with one woman. Child, I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I said I cannot. Miss Maria says they probably got t-shirts and baseball caps. I ain't messing with you. Don't give them no ideas, Miss Maria. Miss Patricia T says, when I was looking for Mel's page, I came across a picture of her and Tell at the graduation. He looked like Dusty. He looked like a Dusty. Wait a minute. Graduation. He looked like a Dusty even back then. Child, I finna say, don't say that. Miss, you just sink something old and whatever, child. Miss Patricia D says, I heard Ashanti was pregnant again. I did too. I heard that as well, child. The body's going through some changes, but the people saying that Nelly ain't about to be sitting over there on no corner, twirling his thumbs, while Ashanti over here breastfeeding one and breastfeeding the other one, child. I said, Lord, child. Ashanti, I say this to you, baby. Y'all done been split up for some time, child. You get these here cheerings. They all got the same pappy girl. He don't want to act right, baby. You don't have to sit there and take that kind of mess from him. Baby, move around and move on. That's it. That's all. Miss Elisa says she looks good for her to have another baby. But if she can keep Nelly off the daggone what is it? YouTube, when he gets intoxicated, he act the whole fool, y'all, when he done had a little a drink or 2, 3, 4, 5. Child, Nelly is out of control. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. But I'm looking forward to it. Seeing that. Come on. Also, y'all, I did look at Straw last night before I went to sleep. It was good, but the ending to me was ridiculous. I didn't really care for the ending part of that deal. And that man that was her Taraji's boss in the that was at the grocery store. Don't y'all know who that man was? He played on a was it A Different World? Colonel Taylor from A Different World. Child, I said he done got Colonel Taylor up in here. Everybody else, child, I could not. But that other girl that was playing that cop, child, when she popped that joke in the jaw, child, up there making threats, them wreck the girl car and all that kind of stuff, and you thinking you gonna get away. She said, wait, where that mofo at, child? She went at the head. They said, don't do that. Don't do that. Fuck up. Ooh, she gave him that right hook. I said, that's what you get. That is exactly what you I bet you won't be trying to threaten somebody else. Trying to do something else to somebody. That girl going through all this kind of stuff. She just need a medicine for a baby. Child, I said, ooh, but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. Tyler Perry did his thing with that one as well. Miss Maria says, Alisa, she says, hey girl, hey, yes, hey girl, hey, how are you? Yes, but yeah, it was pretty good, y'all. Like I said, waiting on the next go round. All I'm ready for from Tyler Perry is Divorced Sisters. Child, that look like it's gonna be a good one. I'm just trying to tell the people it's gonna be a good show. So I'm looking forward to that one coming on. I got Ashanti and Nelly because I'm gonna be looking at it, y'all. I'm gonna look at it, child, regardless of what the people and the women is out here saying about Nelly. Nelly, if you don't go somewhere and set your peanut head down, you gonna mess around and bring something home to that girl, and she up here pregnated again. And boy, mm, mm, mm. I couldn't deal with Nelly though when he get drunk, child. I couldn't do that. He's annoying when he get the drinking and stuff. And he just say whatever come out of his whatever come up is gonna come out. Miss Alisa says Tyler is paying for good talent. Yes. Miss TJ's Queen says Tiana Taylor. Yes, absolutely. She dropped that joker, boy. She took that good swing over there. Oh, child, I thought the clear man was about to spin around, child. No, told me because I'm about to drop him. And she gave him that good right hand. That right. Ooh, child. I don't know how much Tyler Perry had to pay him to take that blow, child, but that's what happened. Anyway. Miss Hillen says, I'm gone. It's lightning. All right, Miss Hillen, love you. Thank you for popping in as always. Miss Maria says that healing. Oh no, be safe. Yes, it's gonna be pretty not good. So I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get an hour in here. I'm trying to get this hour in, and then I'm getting up off of here, child. Cause I won't be doing nothing. Y'all know how we used to have to be when it be raining and stuff like that. Child, we were home. Cut the light off. Cut the TV off. Don't move. Sit down. Child, we thought we was in the military back then. Child, when mother got the yelling and telling us to do all of this, you better cut that good TV we got in here off. Child, I said, okay. We had to cut it off. Miss Elisa says, don't they know it is easy to get pregnant after the first one? I think she wanted that, Miss Alicia. I really think she wanted at least two. And if it don't work with her and this clown right here, they are, whole brothers and sisters. I'm just saying, you know how some people be like, even if them and the person is not together anymore, they'll reach out to that person to ask them, hey, I want to have another baby, no commitments with us, and I want them to have the same dad and all that kind of stuff. Child, oh, you trying to do? Okay, girl, we can do that. I get to have a little taste of fun with you too. Yes, girl. Yes, yes, we can. Miss Patricia T says, I love Tiana's part because she showed her compassion and empathy. Absolutely, she did. She did. Overall, it was good. I guess as far as for me, I was waiting for a little taste more at the end. I don't know why. But child, they gonna miss. Well, it could be easily mistaken for a bomb, the flashing lights or whatever in the backpack or whatever. But yeah, she did it. She played her part. All of them did. Sherry Shepherd did a good job too. Child, Sherry Shepherd, they're telling the girl she gonna watch out for the baby child, cause she know the people about to take her down there to the jailhouse. Child, they about to lock her up. They gonna lock her up, child. And she said, "Just promise me you gonna watch my baby. Go get my baby." She said, "I will." Child, the baby already was gone. Child, I said, "Lord, I cannot." Child, I was up there just crying. Child, I said, "Ooh, child, this is getting to be a bit much over here, child." Miss Elisa says mine was 18 months apart. Child, mine was a whole good 6 years apart, child. I don't want to try and be doing all that there, child. One had to be in the kindergarten. No. I had to have one in the school, child, because trying to take care of pay 2 daycare for child. Do y'all know the price of daycares for these here children? Child, and the social to the service won't helping us out, child. They ain't gave us nothing, child. I said, that's a whole lot of money to be trying to pay for a daycare, child. One gonna have to be in the kindergarten. That's it. That's all. Yeah, 6 years apart. They didn't understand. My baby don't understand, why I waited so long, but it is what it is. And he's the one following in my footsteps, child. His baby is 7 years old. He ain't got but one and done. I often ask him about the other one. He said, no, thank you. I said, oh, don't mess around and slip up. You be like 9 years apart or something like that. No more. I said, okay then. Miss Maria says, I stopped at one. My sibs are all 4 years apart. Child, child, I couldn't do a whole, But it has good points and bad points because my oldest son, he was by himself. Child, let me not say that because him and my niece thought she belonged to me, so it was she didn't understand. She thought he was gonna take her place. Now and then, when I had my baby, my oldest son thought he was taking his place. I said, Lord Jesus, the sibling rival here. What is really going on? I had to sit him down and let him know you the big brother. You got to take care of your little baby brother and all that. Child, he didn't want to hear all that. He ain't had time for the whole speech. He won't down for it, child. I said, well, we're gonna do the best we can. Miss Elisa says, has mom took care of them. Thank God. Oh, yes. If you had a mom back then, y'all, that would step in and watch your kids and, give them a little taste of quarters on the end of the week, child, that was a blessing in disguise, but not everybody was lucky to have somebody, in the family that could, take they, watch their kids while you go to work. But I really wasn't down for that daycare thing because I don't be trusting people. I didn't trust people with my kids. I was so protective, child. My boys couldn't go stay off with nobody. They can come over here and stay with us, baby, but no, because I always felt like, people don't treat your children right and stuff. I don't bother people's children. I treat them just like they are mine, but sometimes you just gotta be cautious, when it comes to that part right there. But yeah, I don't know how many months Ashanti is right now, but they did say that, she was expecting again. So hopefully, all goes well and Nelly gather himself together acting like a whole daggone clown. Child, I gotta go back up here and find this thing, Miss Maria, talking about some wrath. I cannot with her. I ain't messing with Miss Maria, child. If that was the kind of party they had last night, child, they were drinking Miss Maria. Ain't no telling what else they was in there saying. Man, she did me wrong, man. I can't believe she did me like that. Why she gonna do me like that for out there sleeping with Bob over there? Bob live right up the street too. Child, I cannot. Miss Maria says my niece was like that. When I was pregnant, she asked if I had a girl, was she gonna take my niece's place? The place in the family. My niece was the only grand girl. Wow, yeah, my niece, she struggled with that, child. She was like, she was upset for a little taste, child. But then when you have the baby and you get them involved and helping them, helping you give the baby a bath and changing the diapers and stuff, she got herself together overall. It says I never did spend the night. Mine's couldn't spend the night, child. I'd be terrified, child. No, I couldn't do all of that. I need my kids in their room, and the night light is on, and no, the TV and everything they needed was in their room, child. So I ain't do all of that stuff, child. Miss Patricia said Ralph is mad because a woman too. Miss Patricia T ain't messing with you today. Go on over there somewhere in that corner. But that girl said it won't even all like that. They were just good friends. I said, child, I don't know, Drew. You might want to come clean, baby, because they done called you out over yonder on basketball wives. I'm just trying to tell you, girl, where the information came from. It was over there on basketball wives. Because I think that girl that blurted that out, she was a little taste hot. Child, and the length of time y'all was on the telephone, child, what was y'all really doing on the telephone? Y'all know all kinds of stuff can go on the telephone. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm just. Miss Maria says, bruh, she got mad because I cheated. She left me behind that man. Mine's too. Mine's too. I don't understand. God, not messing with you. Miss Maria says, my mommy watched my daughter. I wouldn't have been able to go back to work. Miss Elisa says, Ty did take his woman. Ooh, ah. Let's just talk about that for a little taste. See, when they do that with you with the opposite sex, you can kind of compete. But when it's the same, you can't compete. Well, you don't compare. There's no comparison. No, 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 no. He trying to figure out that's a girl. You're talking about a whole knock injury. Child, he won't never be the same. Drew, you better go. Yeah, they better go ahead and get a divorce. That right there is never gonna work. That's a major, major injury to the narc. Major. And the boys is probably laughing at him too. Miss Faith says, I got 4 boys and 1 girl. My baby girl is 34 and my oldest son is a 42. Miss Faith, you probably ain't even over 55, 60. You probably your early 60s. Your oldest son is 42. So I'm gonna say that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. You don't look like it anyway. Miss Maria says, well, if he had been being a good husband, he probably trying to tell you, where's my banana at? Oh, Lord have mercy. He probably trying to tell you, how dare you say I was not a good husband, girl? I gave it my best shot. I did all I thought I could do. Wait a minute, y'all. Why the people saying he was taking that girl's money? I'll wait. Ralph, would you take Drew money? Talking about a daggone Martell Holt. Talking about, I pay all the bill. Don't go. Sound just like Martell Holt. They got to be on top of everything. Don't nobody else do nothing but them. Miss Maria says my older sister is a 68, and my younger brother is about to turn 58. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Miss Elisa says, I have teenagers now. Ooh, bless you, bless you, bless you. Child. Mine about to be 37 the 4th of July and 31 the 20th, child, of July. Ooh, child, that's a blessing, child. But I cannot with you, Miss Maria, down here dragging Ralph like that. Child, I bet he won't hop back up down that good internet for a little taste, child, because they tell me, they tore him another hole, child. Tore him all to pieces. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm about to be over here for an hour. Where is Dr. Haley, Shad? I'll wait. Where's she at? And why is she hiding? I'm waiting. Miss Maria said, not probably president of the support group. I cannot with you. Miss Maria to my child, my little is 32, and G babies are 2, 4, and 7. Child, that's them good. 2. Child, that 2-year-old. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna ask y'all one more time for the people that don't want to answer. Where is Dr. Elaine at? Funky Dineva don't even be mentioning her name now. Girl, when I say quiet on the set, she is quiet on the set. Carlos don't say nothing. Sassy CK. Funky to the Dineva. Funky bunch over young child. Ain't nobody saying her name. I said, well, wait a minute. What is really going on? Miss Patricia, she says, he's embarrassing himself while trying to embarrass Drew. The joke is on him. A woman snatched his wife from him. That's it. That's all, child. Can you always? Miss Maria said, don't talk Elaine up. She likely trying to get her house in order. Child, we need to talk about her. She was talking about everybody else. So why we can't talk about her? When that little taste of information hit the daggone YouTube or screen about that son child, she went quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Elaine talking about people, and she ain't know nothing about it. Just throwing stuff out there. Just throwing. Child, when she got a little taste of that stuff being thrown out there by her kid, her son, she ain't like that. That didn't feel good, did it? I hope it taught you a lesson. Mind your business and stay out of other folks' business. Talking about somebody. That's what you get. She done sent Carlos and Funky a cease and desist. Child, she done told them, don't y'all come out there saying my name. You better not say my name. Yes, Miss Elisa, she quiet on the set, girl. Mm, make it make sense. And don't nobody tell me Andy told her to stay off there a good YouTuber. Child, she had some good followers over there too, y'all. She should have been getting a good check from the internet, YouTube the street. Mm-hmm. Miss Marissa, Elaine need to be quiet for a change. Mm-mm. Miss Maria, that is not fair to the people. Not the way she was in everybody's business. And then just as soon as she got a little whiff of what was being said about her son on YouTube, she gonna disappear? No, that ain't fair. Cause see, when she was dragging in everybody else's business, they stood 10 toes. They were still on the internet and stuff. They didn't take off and go hide. Why she gotta hide? No, she need to bring herself back up out of here so the people can ask her some hard questions. Miss Patricia says Elaine is getting her karma. She she tried to embarrass Mel and look at her son. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Patricia. That's why I said bring your you know what back up out here on the YouTube street. Mm-mm. Talking about somebody you don't even know what's really going on. Just saying the most. Whatever CK told her to say, child. She said it and added stuff too. Nah, she don't get no grace. Come on back out here. Mm-hmm. Come back out here. Tell the people what's going on and no lies. We're gonna need for you to be very transparent and put it all out there on the table. Because that's what she wanted from other people. I'm just saying. Yeah, talking about she think Mel want Martell back. Mel doing this, Mel doing that. No, come on back out here. See, I couldn't. See, Mel will have all rights to be catty, but that's not her. That's not her style, child. She said you got to sit back and let God be God, child. It be hard sometimes though. It really do. Miss Patricia says, Elon, okay, I read that. Miss Maria says, speaking of sassy, CK and Andy, did y'all see WWHN has been contracted through 27 and Andy will return as executive producer for the RH franchise. CK crying and fighting the air. Mm, 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 mm. Not contracted through 27. Child. Woo. He said if he could only be so lucky. But you know what, Miss Maria? He had the same opportunity. The only the difference is he was about the chaos and Andy about the money. Make it make sense. And he said, I'm not about to be doing all of that craziness. Ruined my show? Man, Carlos is just like them clowns, child. He had it too. He had it in the palm of his hand. But I guess he really got pissed when he realized I ain't about to be her manager. She ain't about to let me manage her nowhere. Show ain't. You always up to something with your sneaky tail self. No, they're good enough for him. They all messed it up. Miss Face says, I seen a CC saying, what's that? Is that maybe LAMH is coming on July the 17th. Miss Faith, they're getting that from Google. The next time you see that, can you just please ask a question as nicely as you can and just say, well, what did the own network say? And then y'all wait for that answer. That's all you got to do. Say, well, what did the own network say? Because when I last seen to this, said it was canceled. Did they change their mind? I'm just asking. Miss Maria says it don't matter how long Elaine hide, and ain't nobody gonna forget. Dragon has no expiration date. We'll wait. Ooh, yeah. Miss Elisa says, Carlucifer is still a snake. He gonna be one until he's no longer here with us. On this earth, Miss Alicia. I'm just trying to tell you. Miss Maria says that Faith, meanwhile, on ain't said shit. So I just don't even pay no attention to that, child. I don't. But let me tell y'all this little taste right here. Um, I was listening to this diagram. What it was. AI have all them different kinds of channels or something like that, but I just put them all in the same group. And I was Sunny Minks. I would see, can I sue them folks right there, child? Thank you, Miss Maria. I really would. How dare these people up there talking about Sonny and Marceau? I said, what the hell, and a trip to my aunt was it Miami or something, and talking about Marceau had a folder or whatever call log, and it was listed as with Sonny name. Maurice was trying to tell him you playing with fire. Tisha finally figured it. I don't like that, y'all. I said, why they saying stuff like that? That is so stupid. Miss Maria says that Patricia CK be starting the fights all the time. Miss Elisa says, hello, Miss Maria. But yeah, y'all, I didn't like that. I said, dang, is these people that desperate? They're gonna make up some mess like this? Y'all already know Tuna Cat over there talking about when it with that D nasty line whole bunch of extravaganza that popped out, talking about she took that. Girl, ain't nobody took nothing from her. And we can't trust the producer with our man. We can't trust her around our man. Girl, all I can say is if I was Sonny, girl, don't you think about asking me nothing about your husband. You don't even want him. What make you think I would want him? It's trifling, ain't I cannot. Miss Patricia says, Sonny don't want Martho. Nope. Say it again. Miss Maria says they saying that's to try and drag Sonny and Moses into some mess. That's a strong possibility as well, to try to lure them back over there to the show. Well, Mel is gone. Maybe we could get Sonny back over there. Now y'all going over there with the DNA and the A and the D and CD and whatever y'all trying to create. The child, I don't even know. Whatever y'all trying to create that show to be. Going over there. But yeah, y'all, I heard that. I said, these people this is ridiculous. Miss Patricia says that Maria, exactly. He's the ring leader, as always, and sits around and perpetrate and pretend like he has done nothing wrong. Miss Elise says Sonny is happy. Her husband is home. Absolutely. And look at that, y'all. Moses been gone for what was it? Between 9 months and 11, maybe. I don't really know. 10 months or something like that. And y'all, this didn't even pop out until he get home. When he get home, then you see this kind of mess up there. The AI people putting that out there. And can't even say her name right. I said, what the hell? I said, now, he been gone all this long time. And they wait till he get back home. And this what they put out here on the internet. Child, it'll be against the law for that. It should be against the law. You don't get the opportunity to make up stuff and create stuff about my husband. He done been gone long enough too, child. That girl might be pregnant. He made it by now. Miss Patricia says D Nasty and Tuna Cat tying Tuna behind that lie. Child ain't no telling. Trying to make her look bad because they already tell me she's a man. Child, you can't take nobody from nobody. If they don't want to go, child, you cannot take them. Miss Maria says that Elisa, Sonny and Moses done locked the doors, turned off the phones, and pulled the blinds. Child, when I say he making up for the old and the new and all of that, child. Miss Maria says that Patricia, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't either. Cause they trifling like that. I mean, y'all, come on now. It doesn't take a rocket science for that. That dude been gone for a minute, y'all. Not 2 months, not three. All these months is gone by. I ain't seen none of this. Now all of a sudden he's out talking about some Sunny Minks and Marceau Scott. Child, I would. I cannot. They doing the most. That's just too much. These people need a storyline that bad. If the stupid show come back on, they ain't gonna do nothing. But they're going to have to turn against each other. That's so stupid. Child, it's a hot mess. Mm. Um, Miss Unleashed says, I am tired of AI. Child, I don't know who created that mess and where it came from. But yes, they can go back over there where they came from because, it's they don't be doing right. They really don't. And you know what, y'all? That's a strong possibility that Tuna Cat and D Nasty did that. Y'all remember that time my Martell been in that bad car wreck? Child, they had one nostril jacked up, the eyes jacked down, and the oxygen and all of this stuff running all through his head and everywhere. I said, what the hell? Y'all know the people talking about Martell. Is it true Martell Holt was in it? No, no. Child, I'm not about to be putting this up past them people, child. They go low. They is going low to try to get this show. Y'all heard that, didn't you? How low can you go to get this show? That's what they're trying to do, y'all. Miss Patricia says, D Nasty thinks she is going to break Sonny and Moses up. She thinks that lie will get him back. Y'all you want to dungeon. Everybody had a turn. Everybody. Now, everybody done been around there. Nobody don't want to go back over there. They scared. Child, if you done been down there with Martell Holt, you better be scared. Girl, you better run. Miss Elise says, God don't like that kind of talk. Child. Mm, mm, mm. It's sad, ain't it, y'all? These people, they just don't learn a lesson, do they? They just keep on going and going and going and doing and going. Just don't get no. Mm. Rub my eyes. Ooh, child. Child. You would think these people that was on that TV show was in pre-K. They ain't even made it to kindergarten yet. Just in pre-K. I ain't learned nothing yet. And let's come up with this idea right here. Let's see can we get that over there on the AI channel. See can we get some stuff stirred up. Child, if Sonny and Moses didn't make a child, I don't see him trying to go back over there to that girl. D Nasty is trifling, child. She's too trifling. All of them people are just too toxic and all that stuff. Look how heavy her and Martell was when they was on that show and stuff. Can't even see high and her of them right about now. Child, they probably don't even like each other no more. The thrill is over, y'all. The whole thrill of everything is over. They got to come up with. They can't even follow that line that they had on that show. It's just so over. The people are done with that mess. Ms. Maria says, I've seen a room full of babies behave better. Yes, absolutely. Miss Elisa says, had that man in a car wreck in the hospital. Miss Maria, Miss Elisa, child, I thought he was I thought he was in ICU and everywhere, child. I had to take I said, Lord Jesus, is he going to make it? Child, I said, what did this here? Where this come from? Child, I said, the people don't care about the cheering, child. The people don't care nothing about the cheering. They showed they had him all up there in the ICU, intensive care. Child, I don't know where he was at. Child, I said, who? Martell, you ought to get them folks for putting you on this YouTube looking like that right there. I wonder what Martell said, y'all, because I know somebody showed it to him or sent it to him. I mean, he like, what the? Yeah, that's what they doing now. Because you played a major part in it. That's probably why you were saying it. Yeah, is that what they doing now? That told me right there that these people, they just gutter. They doing anything and everything for a storyline, child. And they don't have to do all of that. They really do have a storyline. These people really, really do. If they just tell their own story. That's it, that's all. I bet you y'all. I bet Ralph called Martell. Man, hey man, you all right? Man, I seen some pictures of you on the YouTube street, man. Man, they got you in the hospital, man, like you been in a bad car wreck or something, dude. What's up with that? Eat that fool over there laugh. And now look here. If Ralph come out with a stunt like that, talking about Ralph has been in an accident, child, we're gonna know the answer. We already gonna know. Martell Holt did that mess right there. That what Martell doing. Him and that dynamic cuckoo bird he with. Is he still with the cuckoo bird? The cuckoo bird won't even pop out now. Cuckoo bird, Come on out, baby, cause that show ain't come back on, baby. They not about to. You're not about to be up there. You're not about to be on nobody's TV screen shoes. That's it. That's all. Mm-mm. Miss Elisa said, in a car wreck, child, like it not. Child, they had him out there. They had it looking real good. Miss Maria says, that was way too much. If Knock wasn't involved, he would have popped out and said something. He was probably hoping Mel would call. Child, like it not. He probably did. He been trying to grab scrolls, anything, and he tried to play on her sympathy. Put it out there. Yeah, go ahead and put it out there. Talk about me being in a wreck. And not only that, he had to get Tuna Cat them involved as well. She jump on anything though. Cause she had that to my she know the real story about how Martell Holt's wreck. Child, I cannot. Miss Elise said they lie too much. Miss Patricia says Tell is down with that BS because he could have come out and disputed it. That was him and Slaw doing. Child, I ain't about to put it past him. I'm not about to put it past him. Girl, we gonna have to do something, child, because they done did everything that could be done. Anything that could be done, y'all. Them two clowns right there, they did it way so many years ago. They done ran out of stuff to do now. So, child, how many views did it get? How many views did they get? Child, they could have been there behind the AI channel. How do we know? But yeah, y'all right. If that wasn't, if he had nothing to do with it, yeah, why he wouldn't say, I don't know where this is coming. You've been popping out, telling everything else. Don't stop now. Don't stop, can't stop. Miss Patricia said, okay, down with the BS because I read that one. Miss Maria says, was Tuna Cat gonna say Knock was drunk driving? They tried. Miss Maria, y'all know what? I just think we just solved that situation. When that mess was floating around on the good YouTube or street, child, how can they try to involve Mel in that as if she was the one that supposed to have ran him off the road into some wall, and all of that stuff. Child. Mm. Who, Lord have mercy. The black car, y'all. That's all they was talking about. The black car that was following him. I'm not saying she has a black car, nothing like that. I don't know. If her car is black, but that's what they were saying. As the cars travel through the stoplights has those cameras, and they was picking up, and it was not too far behind his car, truck, or whatever he was on. You would see this black, I think, Mercedes following him and stuff. Child, I said, I cannot, child. Child, ooh. So I would not put it past him and Coleslaw. He done ran out of stuff to do. The thrill is gone, over with. We almost in year 6, and I just want him to go to court and be finished with that stuff and let it go. Just let it go, dude. It's over. She not about to be coming back over there to you. Boy, I'd be scared for you to even shake my daggone hand. Child, if my children had to go around him, when they come home, child, I have on me no harm, y'all. I would have me a shower outside. I would have a shower built outside my house for my children to wash all the sins away before they can enter the house. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't mean no harm. I do not. I don't trust that dude. Miss Maria says, it just goes to show that without Mel, they got absolutely nothing to talk about. Shaking my head. Miss Elisa says, I know, right? These people should have said something. Ain't that something how they just let it roll and nobody said anything? Nobody popped out. But y'all, when I heard about that black car following them behind him, I said, this is going too far for me, child. I said, this is too much. Come on now, people. Where y'all getting this craziness from? Y'all cut that mess out. I said, oh my God. Is this clicks and views? Views and clicks? How does this go? Who has created this? Um, but yeah, it's weird that they never popped out and said anything. But we just solved it, y'all. They was behind that. All y'all in here seen Martell. They had him plastered up there. Talking about he was in that bad car wreck. Child, he was supposed to been in a coma and everything. It ain't funny, y'all, but these people, they do too much. Miss Elisa says, I know, right? These people should. Okay, I read that one. Child, it was just too much. He just let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. He could care less. I was like, wow, this is crazy stuff. Mm, 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 mm. But child, I'm about to get up off of here. I done had my banana. I done been up here talking to y'all for about an hour and a half. And looking at these ugly clouds up here, because they is looking ugly, child. It look like it's gonna be a bad storm. But if it is gonna be one, I hope it comes on right about like 9 o'clock or something like that. That good old hard rain. Where you sleep real, real good, cut everything off. And just listen to the rain. Child, that is so good to me. Miss Elisa says, I know, right? These people should have okay, read that. Yeah, but if y'all didn't hit that good like, share, and subscribe button on your way in here, please hit it on your way out the door. As always, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all so so much. Um, until the next time, not unless something drastically pops off, child. I'm gonna see y'all probably tomorrow. But also, y'all, we gotta pray for these people that's boots on the ground with this here Diddy situation, child. Because the mental state that these people, listening to all of this crazy, foolish, crazy sex to paid and all that kind of stuff. Child, I hats off to them people that's down there, child. But I was listening earlier to maybe CNN. I'm not really sure. I listen to different ones, but mostly I catch Queen Sheba, Tisa Tales, and Nancy Grace is the ones that I really mostly listen to. But I heard this clear girl, and she talking about how intense it is in that daggone courtroom. She said she felt herself getting all teary eyed and stuff just to hear that child. What somebody going through, you being beat and kicked around like you some old dog or something, child. Ooh, I don't know. The people said it's a job. The rich and famous is involved in all of this stuff, child. But we still got a good little ways to go as far as this trial goes. And my prayers goes up to everybody that's in the courtroom listening to it, to the people that was involved and all of that kind of stuff, y'all. This mess is so freaking dark and deep, y'all. Um, we just gotta hold on to our boots, child, because I ain't gonna be surprised at what pops off coming up week, child. I will not. Um, hey Miss Sonia. She says, hello everyone. There is power in the tab. Okay. Miss Sonia, I've been out here about an hour and a half, love bug. I'm about to get up off of here and take my medicine and just listen to the rain, y'all. But I love y'all so much. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. If something juicy come out, y'all don't be surprised. Y'all see me pop back up there. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.